All right, so this is a quick beginner's guide to K-pop escape roguelite. I see a lot of people, beginners playing, and they're just doing the total wrong thing, and they're never going to get anywhere. And I made the same mistakes. I want to help you guys save you from those mistakes. So, yeah, I think you can see from my screen, I kind of know what I'm doing. The way to get as strong as possible is to get money and buy these player upgrades right here. And you can see I have a lot of mine maxed out. And you can increase, like the normal max out level is like level 100 or something like that. And in order to be able to get stronger, you need to do a rebirth. And in order to do a rebirth, you have to kill a certain amount of guards and bosses and clear rooms. And the fastest way to do that is to get more damage and to get more damage you need more money. So we need to do that the most efficient way possible. And I just see people doing this the most inefficient way possible. Every time you do a rebirth, your stats go back to zero, but you do get a money multiplier. This just means these numbers up here just mean it. You don't like start with plus 40 health or start with plus 12 damage. That means you can upgrade another X amount of levels over here. Okay. So let's pretend I'm just starting out. I want to get to rebirth as fast as I want to rebirth as fast as possible. And I think at the beginning, it's like I don't know, like 100 kills or something like that, and maybe 1,000,000 gold. You're going to start off with some crappy weapons. The first thing you want to do is get your explosives purchased, which is I think is like 7 million cash, which sounds like a lot at first, but it really isn't. You can There's a lot of codes online to help you get some money. There's a lot of people who have those online, or you can find them in the game. Let's pretend I have these crappy weapons. Okay, here we go. So when you have crappy weapons, I'm one-shotting everything right now because my damage is maxed, but when you have crappy weapons, the further you go, the just more impossible it gets. So when you first start off, you're better off just killing this first room with your pistol and then resetting. Reset. This pistol sucks. Reset. And you want to do that, and every time you get enough money, you're going to want to upgrade how much cash you get per elimination. Upgrade cash, upgrade damage. And then, you also want to get the explosives right here. And once you get the explosives, take these off, they suck. You can just sit here. You can kill the second room from here. And you reset. Kill them. Reset. Kill them. Reset. Now you want to purchase, you don't want to sit here forever, but you want to purchase the cash because it's just the more money you get so that you can get the upgrades. So that's pretty much what you do to get cash as fast as possible, especially like right after a rebirth. you know, you don't have a lot of money, like you just do that until you're functional. Like I really don't try to clear the whole maze until at least it will take me 30 minutes to clear a maze if I don't have my damage and my cash and like my health maxed out and my speed, you know, up pretty high. So it takes like 30 minutes and it's dangerous. It takes forever. So wait until it's just a waste of time. The one special I bought in a lot of special weapons and they all suck. The only one worth getting are the gloves. These gloves right here. And now there's 2 pairs of gloves. There is the purple ones and then whatever's above the purple ones. The purple ones are 10 gems and then the other one is 20 gems. You want to get the 10 gem one. I have both of them and the one that's more expensive sucks. The fastest way to get keys is to upgrade this, and when you get it to 100%, you just sit here and you get a key every second. There are a few special weapons you need like 20,000 keys to purchase, but they suck and I wouldn't bother with it. I would just get like a couple thousand keys so you can re-roll and not have to think about it. Alright, so I'm going to do a run through and kind of give you some tips. So you get the gloves, and I like to, you get these like with a rebirth, and you just run through. If you can't one-shot them like this, it's not worth doing the whole shebang. Like if you struggle with this in any way possible, you should go back to the first room right here and just keep resetting and killing. It's not a big deal to get these hearts and keys that you see scattered around here. You will see some special cheat codes somewhere. I can't find it. This one. Yeah, see right there, you'll see these hidden cheat codes that you can punch in right there. A bunch of people have put them online, and that will give you some extra money when you're first starting out. These are a complete waste of time. Like I could get cleared 2 rooms. I got lucky and I got 1,000 hearts, but usually it's just a bunch of crap. I think there's some cosmetics you can get from here, but for the most part, these are just a complete waste of time. You get hearts by killing units. And you also get hearts by completing the whole thing. Watch out for this room. Like I even have to be careful in this room. These guys hit hard. Like if the boss hits me, I just try not to get hit. So I don't have to spend a bunch of time. I'm not even wasting time, you know, hunting for stuff. I'm skipping this. Waste of time. These guys hurt too, so I gotta be careful with these guys. So with these gloves, you can... So with the gloves, you can hide behind cover and shoot. And you always want a right-hand peek because you get an advantage. Like they can't see you when you right-hand peek. Now, getting those first 10 gems are going to be pretty difficult. And these explosive weapons are going to be your best friends to kill stuff. But if you're struggling this much to kill stuff and you have to do this, I would just go back to the beginning and farm the beginning. You can get 5 gems by turning in 50k hearts, which takes a little while to get. Getting hearts is kind of slow. But yeah, I'm just going to run through this so you guys see my strategy for each room. I'm just trying to kill stuff as fast as possible, because the faster you kill stuff, the faster you get money, the faster you get hearts, the faster you can get to rebirth. See, I'm pretty safe behind cover right here. Skipping this, otherwise I'll be here for a freaking minute. I'm always behind cover because the biggest waste of time is getting hit, just about. This room is a little tricky, so I try to kill her first because she's super annoying. And I'm bouncing it off, splashing it on the ceiling to hit her, because that little object right there blocks a lot of the damage. And I like to bring a rifle just to gun her down faster. Sometimes when I'm running through, I'll fish for a money bonus, but sometimes I'm not sure what's faster, to just to skip it or to get it, but another thing you can do is waste a ton of time healing, so I just like to get the ones that heal you fast, or heal you on the go. With the bosses, I like to switch to the rifle just because it kills them a little faster. Alright, this room is a little tricky. So I just get out my bazooka and just try to pick them off one by one, because if I run in, they're going to do a ton of damage to me. Try not to kill yourself. I cleared that? No, I didn't. Oh, missed one. Skip those, they take forever. Alright. Get some heals. I'm also fishing for the gold boost. There we go. sometimes it's faster just to kill him with your gloves. No aim, no thinking. I'm gonna fish for another cache. There we go. Here's a good spot to just mow them down. And these guys didn't even kill me like really fast if I'm not paying attention. They hit pretty hard. Alrighty. I'm just gonna, I'm wasting my. Alright, so this room's a little tricky. So what I like to do is those little holograms are like a wall that. So I try to bounce it off the escalator right there. Alright, so usually when I clear that, sometimes I'll come over here and I'll see if I can get anybody there. But you gotta watch out for her because she has this like explosive rifle. So I run up the stairs right here. And then from here, no one can really hit you for some reason. If you jump, they'll all shoot at you, so watch out. But then from here, I'll gun people down. And I don't know, I think the rocket launcher is a little bit faster to do this. And you just keep gunning them down. And try not to hit yourself with the rocket launcher. It's the biggest thing that can kill you right now. But I would not be doing these runs unless you're like fully upgraded or you have somebody carrying you. What's she doing over there? Alrighty. That was a little risky. Easy to shoot myself in the face right there. Boom. This one's worth 100, so I usually get that one. And now, you could get those, but it's usually not worth it. You could sit here and fish for your money. But it's going to take me 5 minutes. I could have already made 10 million. You know, it's not worth it. So you're better off just... sometimes there's a secret shop here. Let's see what they got. All sorts of fun stuff. Okay. And boom. You get one gem, some money, some keys, and a bunch of hearts. Now with the hearts, I would save them to buy gems. Sometimes it's worth spending your hearts on cash if you like right when you do a rebirth. But again, if you need cash, the best thing to do is to just sit here and just like do this for hours. Like an hour of this will get you super far. And sometimes you want to do this on a private game, and I also send one back there. But you probably want to do that on a private game because sometimes there's like a lot of people just standing around doing nothing. So those are my best tips. The only other shop upgrade you should be getting is heals and explosives. And you don't even need heals when you're farming the front. I wouldn't buy heals until you're trying to complete the escape. All right, I hope that was helpful.